The Shamanic Happiness Coach. Again, this is the 90-Day Happiness Challenge. We are on day number 10. Dun, dun, dun. You have made it very, very, very far. So congratulations for sticking it out, finding this challenge, expanding yourself, being brave enough to do that because you're worth it. And sticking around for all the insights, the amazing downloads. If you haven't realized it yet, every one of these days is channeled. I understand how to ethically bring people out of their boxes so that they have very loving and integrating transformations and meaningful transformations. And so this is kind of it's a little bit new for me. After facilitating groups for years, I've really gotten an idea of how people grow and what it is like to do that in a kind, easy, gentle, and good fashion. And so I'm just really blessed to be able to channel each one of these challenges for you, with the understanding that the bigger overall arch is to ethically help you go from point A to point B to all the way to Z, right? So you're a completely different person, a transitioned person. You might have noticed that the challenge is evolving constantly as far as like how I might be doing the live or the background, of course, the interactions that we have. So sometimes I think that, one day is going to go to a certain way, and then all of a sudden it comes through and it's asking to be something different. So super powerful, and I'm very grateful for that to happen because it's exactly what's supposed to happen in the moment. So I was feeling like celebration happening for day 10, and it is happening for day 10, but in a completely different way than I actually thought. So to recap from day number 9, we were asked to really go into the space of the unseen helpers. And in a shamanic view, this really just means letting go of linear thinking and allowing help to show up for you in many different ways outside of the normal way that we think it's going to happen. So from my experience yesterday, I don't usually share this because I'm also doing this challenge with you guys in whatever way that would be. And what I mean by that is the way that it's showing up for me in whatever change I'm going through, and I don't even know where it's going yet. And so I hope that neither do you, because when we're in the stuff of our thick, of our dense reality, we don't really know sometimes what's on the other side of it. So with me, I'm just being in the complete receptive mode of, wow, how am I changing in every moment, every day with this challenge, with you guys. And as I read all these posts, it's just amazing. I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time commenting today and probably crying just from like seeing the transformations and the impact that you guys are having in the community, that you guys are doing to inspire people. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Huge work. Sometimes we don't realize that we're showing up for growth in this way, and we are. We definitely are. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I have the mic kind of close to me at this point. Nice. Usually over here near the phone, but anyway. So my recap. I saw some good experiences. First, just to validate some people's experiences online. Very expanding to be able to sit with themselves and to find guidance outside of where they normally would, and just like exploring their consciousness and maybe how things are serving them. So how are their material possessions serving them? How is their job serving them? How are their friendships serving them? All of those things. And those are all ways of looking at guides too, of helpers, because that's kind of an unseen way to do that too. One way could just be simply to ask, how is the universe or life showing up for me in this very moment? And then trying to glean the wisdom from that space. And that is, what are the helpers, the unseen helpers in this moment, right? And that's life, because we don't often see that space. So now with me, I loved being able to witness yesterday. I did a lot of self-exploration and let's just say leveling up of consciousness of how even I want to show up in the world. And so I was filled with inspiration yesterday. I was filled with hope. It was really awesome just to sit back and let my guides my helpers come to me and help me transform for how I'm being asked to show up in the world. Very, very, very big. I was just blown away being able to experience other perspectives in life and whatnot. So it was a lot of fun. Through that, what did I do? I watched a few videos online, some compassionate stuff, some empathy stuff. I did a little bit of reading. I did a little bit of work on the website and stuff, and just doing that was really expanding and sitting back and saying, wow, where am I being guided in this very moment, and then running with it. And it totally worked. So loved it. So for day 10, we are being asked to integrate a little bit more with where we're going, who we're becoming. We're allowing that to percolate. So day 10 is like on numerology kind of thing. Day 10 is like the completion number, right? My first transformation has happened, or I've been present through my first transformation, and now I'm going into the space of allowing that to solidify, dun, 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 and feeling this small transformation come to completion. Oftentimes we think that our journey has a goal or like an end space, but spoiler alert, our journey is the prize that we're getting. It's not something at the end of the tunnel. And so it's really important to understand that when we're done with a phase of transformation, to celebrate that and to also practice our new perspective. So day 10 is the practice of our new perspective, being in that practice. The informational guides that came through today was pretty cool. I drew from these two decks. The Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. Oh, there's a lot of shine in there today. You can see that? Okay. And then this one is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. This is my favorite deck kind of thing. Alberto Vialdo, Call It Baron Reed, and Marcela Lobos. You can see it's really hard to not get it to be, there you go, you can see it. Not to get it to be shiny. So, the cards that came through, the first one was Earth. It's a super powerful card. You can just look at that for a minute and intuit the wisdom. What does Earth mean for us in this space? What does Earth mean? And then the other card we got was Rest and Rejuvenate. And what does to rest and rejuvenate mean to you? Rest and rejuvenate. So, these cards, specifically Earth First, is just saying, hey, guess what? We create our reality. As we participate in life, we are creating all of the things that we are surrounded by. We are solidifying all of our future scenarios. We are solidifying how we take care of the world and how the world looks to us. And so, as I'm like pointing outside, of course you can't see this, but I'm pointing out to the window that's next to me. And in this earth, it reminds you that the programming that you have, the inspirations that you have, the drive, the environment that you have, as it influences you, allows you to create the world that you have. So now that you've gone through these 10 days of this 90-day challenge, I encourage you to go back to any of them and maybe revisit. You might need to go a little bit more integration, whatever you're called to, really. And just see, like, what was my transformation? How did it go for me? Maybe just reading your posts again, right? And bringing the cognition of, as I walk in this life with integrity, and especially this new integrity that has been able to solidify over the last couple days, really the last 10 days, but we really didn't allow the download of it until about day 7, 8, and 9, right? Now in day 10, how am I going to feel into this new integrity of showing up in the world? How am I going to feel into this new genuineness? When I talk about genuineness and integrity, you can't fake those things. When you're in the space of doing action genuinely, it comes from within. And it feels like there's a denseness within you that you're operating from, that you're looking from almost. It's almost like you're feeling from that space. And when you operate in that genuine and the integrity of yourself, you're almost going like forward, right? Like you're totally open, head to toe, and you can just feel your soul, whatever it is, shining forth and creating a life of abundance. Because when you're feeling into how you're making this impact in the world, that is a reward. And the universe wants us to be rewarded for what we're here to do. So as you let your soul shine, you have to adjust to what it looks like for you to be in your integrity, in your genuine nature. And when you do those things, we're going to just surround ourselves with compassion and love for how we're showing up. So this one, the next card, the rest and rejuvenation card again. You can see it again. That one is just asking us to understand that if we have too many things going on in this moment, that we will not be able to be present for the genuine and heartfelt, soulful presence that we can have in this moment. So, are you being distracted by this moment? Are you allowing the moment to come to you and to feel gratitude for the moment, for how you're showing up, for how your new self is percolating into your existence? So perhaps you are called to do a few activities today, but if you have a grocery list, let it go. Go ahead and refocus on the things that you know you can glean gratitude from. And so if there's too much stress behind it, perhaps it's time to understand that's old programming, and it is time for you to take on your new programming that you've been cultivating in this moment. So letting go of like the shame, the stress of maybe not getting something done, or if you feel shame or stress in doing something, go ahead and find a way through that. Heal the reason why you feel this stress. I feel stressed because I've got too many things to do today, and that's probably going to mean you can't show up with integrity and your whole genuine self in those spaces because you have too many things. You're like pulled in too many directions. There's a lot of evidence that shows that we are, as a biological being, we are not wired to do many things and be excellent at all of them. We're only wired to be able, we only have like a certain number of, how do I say this? Our CPU up here, our brain, can only handle so many tasks, right? Like on a computer, you can only open so many windows before the overall performance of your computer goes down, right? I know now we have a lot of very, very fast computers and stuff, but just using the analogy, understanding that when you take on too many tasks, you cannot dedicate 100% of yourself to those. So slow down. That is today. Celebrate and say, you know what? I am not going to buy into these negative monkey minds that are going on. I'm going to allow my new monkey mind, which we're going to keep one no matter what phase of life we're in, we're going to have a monkey mind. I'm going to allow my new monkey mind to come through, this one that I've been cultivating for 10 days, this one that I've been freeing from the box for 10 days, so that it can show me a little bit more about myself. I'm going to free this space, and I'm not going to be held back by any of my old thoughts anymore. So, getting into more of a calm down, I'm going to be present and have gratitude for what I'm doing in every moment, because as I am showing up, I am worth it. My service to the world is worth it. It is needed. The people that I impact in my life need me to show up for that. And vice versa, I need them to show up so that I can fulfill my purpose. Right? So, what is your new 10-day you? And write down, like, what is your process for today? I worded it so eloquently in the description of the video. I love how I didn't write that down. What is coming through for you as your new self? Who are you showing up as now? Who is the universe asking you to be? How are you expanding and going to celebrate your new self as you like cut away the things that distract you too much from life? A small example may be, let's say you're too much of a perfectionist and you are like, I have to get all the dishes done every single second of the day. I have to have a completely clean, spotless house and all that stuff. Feels great to have that environment around us, but if you're too stressed and you can't focus on something of service to the world around you, that need for cleanliness is not serving you. It's actually distracting you. It's causing you suffering. So you don't have to believe that thought anymore, because the service that you're bringing to the world is asking you to redefine how you look at cleanliness, perhaps. Because if it stresses you out, you have to really think and dive deep and respect yourself to get to the space where I don't need to operate like that anymore, because the service that I provide for the universe, for everybody around me, my friends, my family, all of these things, is much, much more important. And I refuse to stop being genuine in the moment. I refuse to not have integrity. I refuse to not have compassion. I refuse to, what else? I refuse to define my life in any way that shows lack or scarcity. Ooh, yeah, that's a celebration that we can all get into, right? I refuse to allow myself to align with any of those things anymore. So on day 10, we're really letting the new you sink in. The next time you come up to a project or whatever it is throughout your day, you will operate from the new you. The you that knows that if you're in depression right now, that means you are cut off from your creativity. You're cut off from your soul self in this moment. And let's say you have situational depression, so something that is not inherently within your biology. And that is really asking you, or showing you that you are just on a misaligned on your journey, and it's time to wake up and show and become connected to the world around you. If we have something that is a little bit more genetic, then that's also showing you that you have a huge role to fill in this world, because you have a path set forward that is constantly asking you how to be the most genuine person in the room, how to be the most soulful person in the room, how to validate yourself so damn much that no matter what happens in this world, it will not bring you down. That's powerful. That's really tough sometimes to hear that. To say like, oh, I might have some stuff internally wrong with me, but now, after 10 days of a happiness challenge, I know that I am realigning myself and know that I am here for something bigger and better than any victimization or any lack that I may associate myself with. So now it's time to practice that. So what is your journey like? Go ahead and comment. Comment using those hashtags again, 90-day happiness challenge. Also, Matthew Amber McLean, Shamanic Happiness Coach. And again, if we need help along our journey, please sign in to the Good Elephant class, the Compassionate Mindful Meditation online for this Wednesday from 6 to 8. In that space this week, we'll see what happens organically. We are going to do a meditation to calm us down. It'll be a little bit of a quicker one. Last time I said we were going for a while. I kept y'all in there for like 45 minutes straight, and 3 people at least passed out, and it was amazing because they reached out to me afterwards like, I'm so sorry, I passed out. I'm like, yeah, you needed that. Whatever transformations you were going through, you needed to be in that space, and that's perfect, so don't even feel bad. Really, when you meditate and you have a guided meditation, the words are only there to occupy your mind. Everything else is happening behind in the subconscious. So yes, so show up to that. The link is in the description of this video. And if you're planning on attending in person to the November 20th Compassionate Mindful Meditation Compassionate Mindful Meditation Foundations of Meditation course, you have to go to my business page, or you can find it in Good Elephant as well and sign in through there. Those, I still have a couple spots open, and I expect that they'll go really quick. Usually it's by the previous Friday, in which it's almost full. So you have a big guess until this Friday. And if you miss out, you miss out. You have to sign up for the next one in December. I believe that's December 4th would be the next one. You can see it on the Good Elephant calendar. What else can I say in this space? I'm going to wrap up our video. We've got 20 minutes. Let's say, what else was I going to say? If you do need further assistance, please reach out to me. I am here for you. You can Facebook message me. You can message me through my business account, and or you can email me. All of these things. When you post, lastly, here's another last. When you post in honor of celebrating yourself. Realize that as you celebrate yourself, the world celebrates with you. That's big. When you give others the ability to celebrate you, you get to celebrate other people. So that is a big celebration for today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I say to everybody, thank you once again. And yes, thank you once again. I look forward to tomorrow. That's going to be super expanding. The start of the next 10 days of our 90-day challenge. Also, if you just want to, maybe for fun and playfulness, with your post a picture of like your puppy dog or your kitty cat or an animal or your boo or something like that. Just having a good time. I don't know, just to spice things up a little bit. Everybody has already been posting with pictures, and I kind of love that. It really brings a lot of energy, a lot of ambiance to your post. It's very cool to see what you like in the moment. So anyway, with light and love, everybody, I namaste you, and I hope that you namaste me, but I'll namaste you later. Okay, bye-bye.